picked a few of the most common questions I get on YouTube about anxiety around eating, going to school, and sleep, and I'm going to answer them right now. So let's jump right in. How to handle picky eating and anxiety about eating for 4 to 5-year-olds. Ever had those days when your child's plate becomes a nothing green zone? I've been there. Picky eating can be a cocktail of temperament, development, fear, and sometimes just kids being kids. The general advice I give to parents is to start by making mealtimes relaxing and fun. Make them a time for family connection rather than stress. Like, don't force new foods. That may actually ramp up anxiety. Just gradually expose them to less preferred foods. Exposure can be as simple as having it on their plate, touching it, licking it. And when trying new foods, pair them with their favorites. Talk about the fun parts, its color, its crunch, maybe its sweetness. But don't push them to taste it. And if they do try it, instead of asking, did you like it? Say, what did it taste like? Keep it neutral. Now, there is something called AFRID, or Avoidant Restrictive Food Intake Disorder, and this is a serious condition that can lead to weight loss and nutritional issues. It's more than just not liking broccoli, so if you sense this is more than just picky eating, always consult a medical professional. I'm trying this with my 1-year-old and daycare, but he still cries every morning. How long is it normal for him to keep crying? This is a tough one because kids have different temperaments, different relationships with the people who take care of them, and they're in different environments. In general, I would say first get support through their doctor or teacher. They would know your family best and can give more insight into what would be typical. Separation fears are really common in babies and toddlers. There's no exact time frame, but it does usually get better as they grow and get more used to new situations and people. Like having trouble for a few minutes at drop-off is pretty typical, and having that tough transition for up to a month is common. It's also normal to see anxiety come back when kids have had less sleep, are sick, are more hungry than usual, or had a change in routine like a school break or vacation. I have another video specific to separation anxiety in toddlers, so I'll put that in the description too. Okay, the next question. My 6-year-old also has a lot of anxiety and lately has had trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. Very curious to know what helped your younger daughter sleep better. Okay, so this is referring to my weighted blankets review video. I'll put a link to that and my other videos about bedtime anxiety and fears of the dark below. There could be numerous reasons behind sleep troubles. Sometimes it's fear of the dark or separation anxiety. Some restless nights are just a part of growing up, but having a comforting and predictable routine can make a world of difference. Make sure their room is dark and cool, screens are off at least an hour before bed, and incorporate an element of connection with you, like reading or talking about your day, and something that helps them feel safe and cozy, like a stuffed animal or practicing belly breathing. My daughter had trouble falling asleep alone and staying in bed, so we did 2 things. One to increase connection and one to help her feel safe and cozy. Like she would pick music or story on her Yoda player that she could listen to when we left her room. And then I would check on her at regular intervals, like 5 minutes and 10 minutes, as long as she stayed in her bed. And we took a long summer break. He hasn't adjusted to going back, so clearly daycare is giving him bad anxiety. Do we just keep at it? Do you have other recommendations for us? I know it's hard to find the right balance in these situations. We want to give kids a chance to adjust, and we also want to fix a potential problem. I usually tell parents to be consistent with what they're doing for at least 2 to 4 weeks. To know if something's helping or not, you need to give it enough time. And then I think the choice to try something else is very individual. For kids who are having trouble adjusting after a change, I try to figure out if anything else is causing or contributing to their behavior. Like, is there anything about the environment that's changed or become more overwhelming? And then think about how to increase your connection when the child isn't physically with you. Like, could they take a picture of you with them to ease their time, or get a check-in call or a FaceTime video? Of course, kids can be worried about school for other reasons than separation. If they're old enough, it's important to understand what's hardest for them about school and then create a specific plan to set them up for success. Like if it's the social demands of school, for example, you can practice different conversation starters or how to join a group of kids who are already doing something. With practice, consistency, and compassion, you and your child can tackle anxiety hurdles together. If you have any questions about childhood anxiety, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them in a future video. And if you want a deeper dive into more tips for parenting anxious kids, you've got to check out this next. Remember, put your relationships first, and I'll see you in the next video.